right, we are recording. Did we get someone in here? Swan's here. Again, guys, if you're rolling late, please let me know. All right, guys, so we're going to be recording for the website portfolio finals. I'm just going to be going over this project as best as I can. Obviously, you probably will have some issues that I can't really, help unless you're like in the classroom with me or if you share your screen. So just let me know if you kind of have any hiccups along the way. With this one, we want to showcase your awesome photography. And so we want to build a website portfolio to show off your photography. What I would recommend is going to weebly.com. You can also click on this link here. And then what we want to do is to create a free subdomain. So I'm just going to sign out real quick. Sorry, I just go to weebly.com. Oops, come on, dude. There we go. There we go. So when you go to weebly.com, you should see something like this. You'll see a login option and a sign up option. So I can only take you as far as this sign up page because I've already created my accounts. So what you need to create a free Weebly website is your first name, last name, a personal email, so not your student email, so it has to be a personal email. If you don't have a personal email, what I'd recommend is go to Yahoo or Gmail and create a free account. You can use that email just for this project. Once you've turned it in, got your grade, you can delete that email if you don't want to use it. Again, emails you can create and delete as needed. But basically, you need some email that you can actually check because they're going to basically send a confirmation code to that email address to make sure you're not a robot creating a fake account. So you enter your email, confirm your email, create a password, write down your password. I had students multiple years in a row where they couldn't log back into their Weebly account. They forgot their password, so write it down. And then you do the reCAPTCHA, I'm not a robot, agree to their terms, and hit continue. So after that, I can't really show you, but I do have a video that kind of shows what happens next. So I added a couple links here. So this one is a guy in Europe explaining how to create a Weebly. I was trying to find something more recent. So this is one from October 30th. And so he's just kind of going through the steps, choosing the sign up option. So there is a free option. That is the free subdomain of Weebly, which I'll show in a second. And so he's just kind of going over the different options. So then we want to click either get started or sign up. So he's already has a login. You're just picking the country you're from.
And create your own website. So depending on setting, you can go with I need the website.
So you want to just need a website. You don't want to choose an online store option. You have to pay for the online stores because it's services that actually require payment, and so they actually pay for that. It involves a lot more. Photography portfolio, you just need a website. Then you could go in and choose a theme. And so with the themes,
all these are templates that you can choose. You can customize them.
So the ones I would recommend are the two categories of portfolio and personal for the themes. There's going to be different options in there. I would not choose a business theme or event or blogger, other themes. Choose a portfolio theme that works the best for a photography portfolio. And you can preview the theme, which is nice. So if you're not quite sure what it looks like, you can preview it before you select it. And you can also change it later, so you're not tied to it. But once you select your theme, then you'll take you to the editor feature. And in the editor, that's where you can drag and drop those features. So I'll show that in a second. But the one thing I wanted to show, he kind of shows how to change header images, upload your own, how to upload images into it, how to add text, and different tools and boxes and features. which I'll show in a second. I believe once you hit publish, where's it at? So what you want to do when you hit publish is you want to search a name that could be your website name. And so I would just search like your first and last name photo, or like Jay Bartel's photo, right? Like an initial or something. And then hit the search button, and then I'll give you options. And so what you want to do in these options is do not choose the top one. So there'll be some options where you have to pay. The one you want is the subdomain. So this is free with Weebly branding on your website. So basically it's going to give you a website that's the name.weebly.com. Choose this option on the bottom. That is the free option. If you choose one of these options, it's going to ask you to put in credit card information and buy stuff. This is the free option. You don't have to pay for anything. So that's the one you want to choose. And so it should say something like your name.weebly or your namephoto.weebly.com for your website, and that's when you publish it. So you can watch this video, and it's down here too, Make a Free Site with Weebly. And then I also have another one with from Weebly's own YouTube channel on how to create a free website. So again, make sure you're choosing the free subdomain of Weebly.com. So an example would be my MotoVisual site. It's motovisual.weebly.com. This is the free option. So I'll put this in the chat too. All right, if you want to check that out later. And so what we're trying to do is to create a website that's personalized to you and your photography. And so it should have, I'll go back to the instructions. Sorry, here we go. I'm actually going to go to the Google Doc because it's kind of laid out a little better on the Google Doc. So again, you're going to go to Weebly.com. If you want to use Google website or Wix or a different platform, that is totally fine, totally up to you. Just make sure you can add the right amount of things to your website as of what I'm going to show today and what's on this checkoff list here. So what we want to have on our website is at least 2 photo galleries that total 20 photos. One gallery could have 8 photos, another could have 12. However you get to 20 is fine. You could have more than 2 galleries. You can have more than 20 photos. I'm just saying a minimum of 20 photos and at least 2 photo gallery pages. I'm going to show you guys again how to size our photos, but if you do remember, we just want to size our images down so they're 1500 pixels on the biggest size, so that way they're not huge photos on our website. We're going to size them down. Make sure the photos you upload to your website have been edited. Okay, so use some sort of application, either on a computer or on a phone, to enhance that image, then upload it. I don't want to see photos straight from your camera or from your phone. I want everything to be edited. So you might need to edit some new photos to put on your site. That's cool too. And then we want to make sure your homepage is filled out. You should have a header image you've shot, so you're not using their, they provide a lot of free stock photos on their sites. I don't want you using their photos, I want you using your photos, so I'll show you guys how to switch out your header images. And then you could have some samples of your work. You could have buttons that link to your about page or contact page. I'll show you how to do that. So again, you should have at least a home page, and then I would recommend you could have 2 photo galleries on your home page, or you could have photo galleries on a separate page or multiple pages, up to you. And then you should have at least an about page and a contact page. So the contact page should have a contact form and a map of the city you live in, not your address, but the city. And then about page that should have an artist description and a photo of you. And then add a couple social media links. Could be to your email, Instagram, YouTube, whatever you have. There's some different options I'll show you. And then make sure to press publish. That's how you save your website and actually make it live so I can actually see it and grade it. So what I'm going to do is go to Weebly and kind of show you, well, actually I'll show the website. So this is my MotoVisual. This is just something I made just as a demo for this project. You'll see I have a customized top banner that I created. I got some links. You know, if you click on this link, it'll take you to my MotoVisual Instagram page. Like so. And then I put a gallery, you know, on my homepage. I have a button that's linked to my contact page. I got some text, so it's all very personalized. I got separate pages of different galleries, my motor racing, Moto commercial, automotive commercial. Bonneville is the salt flats out in northwest Utah where they do land speed records. And so these are all galleries, so you can click on the photos and actually go through and you can see different, photos from that gallery. Pretty easy to use. Then I have my About page. So the About page should have a couple sentences, artist description, saying who you are, where you're from, what do you like to take photos of, or like what's your passions, and or maybe what are your hobbies. It could be stuff related to school, maybe in RTC or something, or on a sport team. And then a photo of what you look like. So I had students, in the fall asking like, I don't feel safe putting a photo of me for privacy reasons. So all I will say about that is put the photo of you on last, turn it in. Once it's turned in, I'll grade it. After it's graded, your grade's in, and then you can delete your website. You can take the photo off and save it again. So whatever you do with your website after it's been graded is up to you. I've had students keep their websites and use it way after school, and they turn it into stores and everything. They use it as actually a professional website. But again, you could delete your website completely after you have your grade turned in. And then a contact page. So the contact page should have at least a map or some sort of location of where you're located in the world. Don't put your home address. I don't want people going to your home address. That's not a smart thing to do. But at least the city you live in. So this is just San Diego, California. And then a contact form so people could contact you, if they had a photography inquiry, maybe trying to hire you. So I'll show you guys how we can edit on Weebly. One thing I will show real quick is there is a free Weebly app in the App Store. So just search for Weebly, W-E-E-B-L-Y. So it's Weebly. And so you can actually edit your websites, register for everything, do it all through your smartphone. It's a little harder to do. I'd recommend doing this on a computer. But if you don't have a good computer you don't like, you could do everything through your phone on the Weebly app. And I can just click on website. Here's my Moto Visual. I'm going to click on edit site. And then I can actually go and start adding things. I can click the plus button to add different, image, text, galleries. I can add it, place things in, on it, on the mobile phone. It's not as easy. The computer, you can drag and drop things where you want it to go. This one, you kind of have to go to the right spot, then hit plus, and then you can kind of choose the layout. It's a little trickier, but it still works fairly well. So my hair is not happy. There we go. But you can run it through your website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Weebly.com and log into my account. I'm just going to click login. Password. Sorry, it auto-filled it. Here we go. So I have a variety of different websites through Weebly. So I'm just going to go to my Moto Visual one. And then you'll see options to edit the site. So I'm just going to click Edit Site. And so once you basically have picked your theme, you signed up, you did the confirmation screen, you checked your email and did the confirmation code, and then you choose the theme. Again, for the themes, so I can click on themes here. You can change it later. So when I click on theme, I can click on change theme, and then I can go back and pick a different theme. So the ones I would recommend, do not choose an online store, do not choose a business. We want to choose a portfolio or a personal page. I would recommend one of these 7 portfolio options as your best choice. And so what you can do is you can click preview, and you'll see like a little preview of what your website would look like under that new theme and the layout and everything. And you can choose it, or you can hit cancel and try another one. And so it is kind of useful. You guys probably won't have anything uploaded yet, but you can change the theme later is what I'm trying to show you. So you're not exactly tied in, but I would choose one of the portfolio options. Those are the best ones for a photography portfolio. So how the editor works, it works much better on a computer, is everything is drag and drop. So when you click on build, so you got these little options on the top. So when I click on, sorry, I'll go back. Don't need to add apps. This is for other features. I'm just gonna click on build. And when you click on build, it has all these little tools you can drag over onto your website. And so, for example, I'm just gonna add a new page. So I'm just gonna click on pages. I'm gonna click the plus, and let's just create a new page. I'm just gonna call this thing like new gallery. And again, you can choose whether it has a header or no header, the visibility, make sure it's public so I can see this website, and hit done. I can drag and drop the order of this, and you'll see it'll update, depending on your theme, where your galleries are. And so then when I'm on my new page, I can click change the title. If it doesn't have a title, just go back to build, and then you can drag and drop a title in. And then you can add that text, right? And if you want to remove something, just kind of hover over the box, and then there's a little X in the upper right corner, and then you can delete that box as needed. So I'm just going to drag over a title down here. Oops, sorry, I don't know why I keep going up there. Let's do, there we go. And so when you type something in, you can make it bold, italicized, underlined. You can change the font or like the size of it. You can change the color of it if you want. You can link it. You can change, so it's centered, all those different options. And again, if you don't like it, you can just click the box in the upper right corner and delete it. And so for this one, I'm just going to create a new gallery. So I'm just going to show you guys how you can upload, photos into a gallery. So I'm just going to choose the gallery option here, drag that over here. Now I got a thing that says upload images. So what I'm going to do is grab some photos that I've taken. So these are some photos I took out in Nevada and Death Valley. So I'm just going to grab, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just going to grab 10 photos. And so I do want you to size your images. So I'll show you guys how to size that tomorrow. But I'm just going to do a quick image processor. So I'm just going to go to Tools, in Bridge, Photoshop, Image Processor. And this basically does a batch sizing for me. So I'm going to choose a folder on my desktop. I'm going to make sure the quality is at 10. It's going to convert it to sRGB. I'm going to resize it to 1500 pixels. So make sure the width of the height is at max 1500. And then I'm just going to click run. And basically it's going to size down and save those images out as a 10 JPEG, size to 1500 pixels. Just going to go through this really quick. And it's going to save it on my desktop. So then if I go back to my desktop, JPEG, here are my 10 size folders. So the reason why we want to size it down is because it makes those file sizes smaller, so then your website loads quicker, right? Just like we did in the crop and size project earlier on. So when I click on upload images, I can drag them over. I don't have a ton of space on my laptop, so I'm just going to click upload file from computer. Then I'd go to my JPEG folder and then choose these 10 photos, hit open. And then it's going to upload those 10 photos into a gallery on this new page I've created. One more to go. There we go. And again, you can adjust the gallery if you click on it. You can change, how many columns of photos there are, depending on how many tiles you want. You can change the spacing in between. Those are the little gaps in between, how many pixels. So again, you can modify just about everything. So that looks pretty good. So what I want to do now is once I've created my new page, give it a title, added a gallery, right? I'm just going to hit publish. So the first time you hit publish, this is where you're going to create your subdomain. So mine's already created, so it just says your website's published, and now I've basically saved all my changes. So when you get to this point, again, search for a name. I would recommend, search for like first and last name photo, or initials photo. I could do J Bartels photo or something, or photos or photography, whatever you want. See what's available, and then choose the bottom option where it says use a subdomain. That's the free option. All the top ones you have to pay for. You're going to click on it. It's going to ask you to put in a credit card. Don't choose those top 3 options. Choose the 4th bottom option. That's the free subdomain. So it'll say the name.weebly.com. That's the one you want to choose. So again, this one again is motovisual.weebly.com. That's the free subdomain option. So if it doesn't say .weebly.com, you chose the pay option and you got to go back. And so that's how you upload and create a gallery. Pretty simple. Just drag over a gallery, upload the images. So again, those images should be edited and sized down to 1500. And then for the About page, so I'm just going to go to the About page here. And if you want to change a header image, some will let you choose like edit background. You can replace, and then you can choose a different photo from your computer. So if I wanted to, I could replace it with this one, right? And then you can actually move it into place and then click save. So if you need to remove header images that are like their photos with your own, there's typically like an option on the top of the page where it gives you, let's go to this page. So there should be an option where it says edit background, or it says like edit image over here. Just click on that, and then there will be an option on the bottom where you can replace the image. And so sometimes it'll let you upload a photo. So that's why you basically would upload one photo you've taken that's ready to go. They do have their stock images. We don't want to use their stock photos because those you didn't take, right? That's promoting someone else's photography. So I would use your own photos. You don't want to have their stock photos as those header images or background images. I'm just going to click save. So going back to the About page. Again, you should have, actually I'm just going to switch this back to the one that was on there before. Is it this one? Just going to choose this, and then let's go back to, how do I replace it? Is this the option? Oh, here it goes. It says change image. Just going to move back to one of those. Let's do, sorry, one sec. So none of my photos anymore. So there's a lot of photos. Yeah, I might not have it anymore because it's uploaded a long time ago. Okay, well that's fine. I'll just select that one. So again, on your home page, you should have a little description. So you're just going to drag over a little bit of text. And then you're going to type who you are, where you're from, maybe what type of photography you like taking pictures of, maybe if you have any hobbies or like to do anything at school or outside of school, right? So this one says, Motovisual is created by photographer Justin Bartels, based in San Diego, California. Justin has a strong passion for the motorsports and design, specializing in race, portrait, and commercial photography. Please go to the contact page for any photography or booking questions. And then I got a photo what it looked like. So if you want one single image, just drag over the one image option, and then you just click on that, and then you just select the photo from your computer. So you should have at least one photo of what you look like. I'm just going to remove these little boxes I added. And then on the contact page, you should have at least, depending on which website you're using, Weebly has a map option. So over here, there's this map option. I can drag over. And then when you click on the map, you can change the location. So what we want to do, I would use either like Mira Mesa, California, or San Diego, California. Once you click on that, it'll update your map to that location. So this one is just located to downtown San Diego. So if you type in San Diego, don't put your home address in this. You just want to put the city you live in. Don't put your home address, okay? So you should have a map of either the city you live in, and then you should have a contact form. So over here, there is a contact form, and basically you just drag that into where you want that to go. So I already have one in here. I'm just going to put another one below. And so the top you can edit. So this part, I'll be like, feel free to contact me about any photo inquiries. And again, you can change the size. So the form is what they fill out. So some students say, like, I'm filling out the form. I'm like, well, that's for them to contact you. It's not for you to contact yourself, right? So just hit save. And then if a person goes to your site, then they would fill out this form, first and last email, and then leave a comment, hit submit. You'd get an email, from them. So again, we should have at least a contact form. I put my, email on here and my social media. So just kind of different ways of people to contact me. And then lastly, for your social icons, under the Build tab, you can click on social icons and drag those over. So again, you can put it on any page you want. When you click on this, it gives you options. I'm just going to line it to the center. When I click on the icons, just click Manage Icons. And so the options you have is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, mail. You guys should at least have an email. Flickr, Pinterest, Google+, maybe you have a Google account, you could use that. Tumblr, Vimeo, Yahoo, YouTube, Dribbble. So if you don't have another social media account besides your email, just put like maybe your favorite YouTube channel or something, as a link. So if you want to add one, just click on YouTube, click on show, and then just copy the URL to where it's at. So if I went to YouTube, I have my own channel, so I'm just going to copy that URL to that. So I'm just going to go to, I think it's under your videos. I'm just going to go to your channel. So this is my channel link. So whatever you want to link to, it could be your own YouTube channel, it could be someone else's. Just copy and paste that URL. And then we're just going to paste that into here. So there's the link to that channel page, right? And now that's linked. And so then I can reorder this as needed. So I can move this up and down, put this one to the top. If I don't have Facebook, I'm just going to turn that off and not show it, right? So again, you can show or not show, whichever one. And then once you're done, again, anytime you change anything, just hit publish. It'll save all your changes. And then I can actually, so I'm actually going to click on this link. So there's my website that's been published. So if I go to that contact page, you'll see my contact form with my little YouTube link. And now it's linked to my YouTube channel, right? So test out your links to make sure it actually goes where it should go. Typically, if it's like Instagram, it's typically like Instagram.com/your handle, right? So mine would be, Instagram.com/motovisual. Instagram.com/motovisual. And then I would just copy and paste this link, Instagram.com/motovisual, and then paste that in for my Instagram. So I know, some of you guys, don't have social media accounts. At least put your email, and then at least maybe contact, to maybe an Instagram account you follow, or a YouTube account you follow, or something that's, kind of shows your interest. That's fine too. So just do as close as you can. And then again, just make sure hit publish. So the biggest mistake I see students do in years past is students will work all period, they'll go to publish and their computer freezes, and then they lost all their work. They spent like a full hour working, they didn't hit publish, and then they lost all their work for that full hour. So just make sure every like 5 to 10 minutes, hit that publish button. That's the save. Because it's not a Google Doc, this isn't just like some live document that's only for you to view. You're actually publishing to the web and to the internet. So when you publish it, it makes it live. And so I can actually see it. And so what you want to do when you're done is you're just going to copy and paste your link and turn that in when you turn in your project. So then I can just go to your website, check off, you got all those different parts, and then give you a grade. So again, just go to the Google Doc, check the checkoff list. So what I would kind of do today is figure out, do I want to use Weebly? I want to use a different platform like Wix or Google website? There's other options. I would use Weebly because that's how I'm doing the directions, easy and free. Make sure you choose the free subdomain of Weebly. So don't choose a traditional website. You have to pay for those. Do not choose a store or business for your themes. You want to choose a portfolio. And then make sure when you hit publish, you choose that free subdomain. So you're going to search your name or search your name photo and see what's available, and then choose that free subdomain. So you should have at least 2 photo galleries totaling 20 photos. You can have more photos if you want. You can have more galleries if you want. You can add more pages, all that good stuff. And how to do that is pretty simple. If you want to add a page, just click on pages, click on plus like I did before, choose this new standard page, and then you can drag and drop the order as needed. So this is my new gallery. And again, if you want to delete the page, so this is the new one I just created, I'm just going to click delete, and then I'll take it off. And you'll see it'll move it from my top banner here. So again, anytime you change, hit publish once you're done, and then I'll update your website. So again, I shouldn't see any of their photos as the headers or the background images. I want to see your photos. It's your website. You should have some personalized features like social icons. You could have sample images on your front page. You could have different pages as your galleries if you want. So a minimum is 3 pages. You could have a home page with your 2 galleries on your home page, or you can put those on separate pages, totally up to you. So I think that's pretty good for today. I know it's a lot of information. So I'll go over this again tomorrow, and then on Monday and Tuesday of next week. So you have until Tuesday to turn it in, and then the week grace period even after that. So any questions? I'm just going to stop the recording.